Crystal Palace have just won the FA Cup, their first major trophy. But now the club are dreaming to take things to the next level, possibly winning the Premier League, making it to the Champions League. But for that, they do need a manager who can match their ambitions. Who else but me? That's right, boys. We're doing a Crystal Palace career mode series. I mean, I asked you guys what project we should take up next, and Palace was one of the popular suggestions. I mean, I'm already excited to use the 6'4" man-mounted Mateta up top. We've also got Eberiche Eze, our most talented player. There's also Captain Mark Guehi at the back. If we make the right transfers and decisions, I really think we could end up creating something special here at Palace. Now, a lot of my OG viewers are gonna love this series because we're bringing back board objectives. That's right, the Palace board have given us this job, but they can easily sack us if we don't complete our board objectives. Okay, this is what we gotta do for season 1. Generate 50 million in player sales. I don't like where this is going. To be fair, we are managing a Palace side that defied all odds and just won the FA Cup. The big Premier League clubs, European clubs, they're circling to sign our players. I guess it makes sense for the board to want to cash out. Okay, our second objective is to win a trophy. We also need to scout and promote a couple of academy players. 4 wins against traditional top 6 Premier League clubs. To be fair, that might be doable considering how bad Man United and Spurs are. As long as we manage to get results against them, we'll be fine. But our final objective is to make it to the semi-finals of the Europa League. Wow, that is actually a crazy challenge, bro. I mean, I don't even remember the last time Palace played European football, so straight away expecting a semi-final position. I guess we need to start off by getting to know our squad, figuring out where we need improvements, which players we can possibly sell. But one thing's for sure, boys, I'm not a fan of this 3-4-2-1 system. It's basically like a 5 at the back if you play players like Mitchell and Munoz. They're more like traditional fullbacks. Nah, man, I'm coming here at Palace to completely transform this club. If we're gonna aim for the Premier League, we need to be playing a more attacking formation, but also something that'll give us a bit of balance. And I think I'm already cooking, boys. A 4-2-3-1 formation is what I think would work perfectly for Palace. It gives us the balance with those 2 CDMs, but it should also be good attacking-wise with Eze and maybe Sa coming from either side, Mateta being the focal point up top. Now, there's still work to do in terms of signings because there's a lot of improvements we could make to this team. Oh, and the good news is Palace do have a decent budget, boys. 86 million. I guess that's because we've qualified for European football. But yeah, that also means that we need to focus on having good players on the bench as well, because we're going to have a lot of games this season. Now, before we start discussing about making transfers, I gotta tell you something about our board objectives. Now, I did mention earlier that if we don't complete our board objectives, it's obvious the board will look to sack us. But here's how this is going to work. As long as we complete any 3 objectives, the board will let us keep our job. But here's where things get interesting. For completing 4 objectives, we'll get a 20 million bonus for next season. Somehow, if we do end up completing all objectives, we'll get another 30 million. So yeah, don't underestimate the importance of our objectives. Not only is it going to help us keep our job, keep the Project Palace going, but also it could give us a lot more money to spend for future seasons. To be honest though, I'm not sure with the team we've got we can do all our objectives, but I think at the bare minimum we should be able to get 3 done. I want to know what you think in the comments. Which objective should we try and target to try and complete no matter what? Oh, and talking about you guys, press conferences are going to be back in this Crystal Palace series. I'm telling you, man, this is going to be like an OG S2G Premier League career mode. I can't wait for this. So yeah, make sure to get your questions in the comments down below. Oh, and also while you're down there, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss an episode. By the way, I was just going through our fixture list, and we're starting things off with the cup final. That's right, boys. We've got the Community Shield final. How could I forget this? Because Palace won the FA Cup. Liverpool, of course, won the Premier League. But if we can somehow win this, that's literally one of our board objectives done. And no, the Community Shield isn't the most valuable of trophies. But hey, the board objectives did mention that in the fine print. All we need is to bring them a trophy. Now, before that game, I do want to start building out this Palace team, building out our project. I think I want to move Eze to the cam position. I feel like this is where he can have the most impact, but that does mean we're going to need to sign a really good left midfielder. Talking about Crystal Palace left midfielders, I'm just curious to see if Zaha is still in the game. He actually is, boys. 77 rated, playing for Charlotte in the MLS. Bro, Zaha at Palace was something different, man. I feel like we need to try and get a player with a similar profile. And I think I found a really good option, boys. Abde Ezalzouli, left midfielder, 79 rated, playing for Real Betis. He's only 23 as well. Now, if I'm not correct, he's graduated out of Barcelona's youth academy. So we know there's talent there. And I can see him making a jump from Real Betis to a Premier League club like Palace. Oh, he's got a release clause. No. I'm not going to be paying that. I reckon we can get a deal done for cheaper. I'm going to chuck in 24 million first offer. Oh, they've countered with 25.8, but I'm going to be smart, boys. I'm going to stick with 24. But yo, where's my manager face? Why do I look like this guy? Well, at least the deal has gone through at 24 mil. Okay, everybody calm. There's my manager face. I'm back being in the game. For a second, I was worried, though. Also, negotiations have now begun for the signing of Abde. Bro wants a massive wage bump. He knows he's joining a Premier League club. I like that 15-goal bonus, though. I mean, if he can score 15 goals for us, I mean, fair enough. You deserve the milli. We're signing you up. The start of the Crystal Palace project. We're bringing in a former Barcelona Academy prospect, Abde from Real Betis. If he can live up to what Wilfried Zaha did in this club, I think we'll have a really good player on our hands. Meanwhile, guys, I am getting a lot of offers for our existing players. Like, look at this one for Mitchell, 12.4 million. Offer for Lacroix as well, 22 million. Remember, we do have an objective of generating 50 million player sales. But yeah, none of these players I want to sell. I think they're a big part of our project. Now, I'm not opposed to selling players like Chris Richards. I mean, he's decent, 76 rated, but he's also 25. Not really much more room to grow. We've already got Guehi at the club, who I'm not going to sell, as well as Lacroix. On deals like this, where I can generate the club some revenue, I am going to take it. That's 8.2 million generated in player sales already. Even these small deals are going to matter, boys. We've just sold Jeffrey Schlupp. He's too old. 1.8 million, and with that, we're up to 10 million in player sales. But now, this is where we've got to start making decisions. An offer coming in for Cheek Doucouré. I mean, he's a starter. But we do have the likes of Jefferson Lerma at the club. Will Hughes as well. Of course, these two are older players. Do I cash in on Doucouré? Nah, that's probably not the play, bro. We can't be selling our first team players. I'm rejecting this offer for Doucouré. But we do have a 7.5 million offer for Jefferson Lerma. I don't mind selling him. We're now up to 17.5 million in player sales with that. While we're making great progress with our board objectives, we also now have a cup final to play. Our debut with Palace is incoming, and I'm super excited. I think this is how I'm gonna have my team line up for my first ever game with Palace. Gotta give Abde his debut. Eze's gonna be the heart of everything. But man, this is crazy. We're starting off our Crystal Palace career mode at Wembley. I can't lie, boys. I am a bit nervous facing the Premier League champions. But hey, we're FA Cup winners too. But also, don't forget, we're using a new tactical system. We've only been able to make one signing, which is Abde. This is going to be a real test. Darwin Núñez is on the charge here. And no. Kingsley Coman, what a signing that is for Liverpool. And he's the one to give them the lead. That is not the start I wanted in this cup final, and it's getting worse. So Bosley with a banging finish. I need to make this clear. This is my managerial debut. You guys need to go easy on me in the comments. But yeah, we can't give up, man. We got to try at least to create some chances. Right now, that's the issue. We're not able to create anything. In that case, let's just get the ball to Mateta. No, he should have done better. I can already notice the cracks in this team, man, and there are plenty. I don't know how they won the FA Cup. Right now, it's Mo Salah coming at us. Kingsley Coman, what a save from Big Dean Henderson. I think we need to be a bit easy on ourselves. We are up against the Premier League champions of last year. This is a level that right now we just don't have the tools to compete with. Oh, Darwin Núñez using his pace, and what a finish. We just cannot compete. And we're just getting out of there, boys. Liverpool destroy us. They win the Community Shield. It was expected. But yeah, that objective of winning a trophy, it was never going to be easy. I do feel that defeat was a good lesson for us, because tactically we do need to make some changes. Since we've drastically changed formations, I feel like our midfield is just not good enough for creating chances. Both Adam Wharton and Doucouré together, they're more like holding midfielders. They're not going to create chances, and I think we can only play one of them right now. For me, that would be Adam Wharton. I do want another CDM though, who can play more like a midfielder, get further forward, help create chances. In hindsight now, I'm feeling I should have taken the cash for Doucouré, because I don't think he's our guy for that role. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, I do want my wingbacks to be attacking more, both Munoz and Michel. Also, Ismail Assar is a cam, but we need to convert him to a right mid to get the best out of him. He's got the pace. That's why I think he can do a job there. Meanwhile, I may have just found the perfect signing for our Palace project. It's controversial because it's a player from the Saudi League. And no, it's not Cristiano Ronaldo.
Listen, I don't care.
But it's another Portuguese player, Ruben Neves. I was just thinking of a midfielder who can go further forward, create chances, maybe even pop in with a few goals. And that's literally Ruben Neves. He's done it in the Premier League for so many years for a club like Wolves. And I don't see why he can't do it for Crystal Palace. I mean, he's 85 rated. I know he's old, he's 28. But this is the kind of signing that can move the needle. It could maybe help us even win the Europa League, maybe qualify for top 6, maybe even push for top 4. But yes, it's also going to come at a cost. I still don't know how Ruben Neves has held his overall after joining the Saudi League. I've literally not heard anything about him since he left Wolves. But we're giving him an entry back in the Premier League, boys. The money right now is there with us. This would be a big statement signing. We're going to try a 45 million bid. Come on, please work, man. I want Ruben Neves back in the Premier League. And it's actually worked. And no freaking way have we pulled this off. Ruben Neves back in the Premier League and at Crystal Palace. This is a special signing, and I'm actually really proud of myself for scouting him up because we've just got a really good deal, an 85 rated player and someone with so much Premier League experience. This could end up being one of the best signings in Crystal Palace history. Bro, there's so much happening right now. We've got an offer here for Edouard. I'm not going to use him. We've got Mateta. We've also got Nketiah at the club. We'll take the 3.1 million. It's not just that. Another 870k for this guy. 680k for this Kepora kid. And another 1.3 million for Goodman. All of these departures put us up to 23.5 million in player sales. Now, since we didn't win the Community Shield, I think it will be important to get that player sales objective done. Because, yeah, I don't want to be in a position where we don't end up completing the 3 objectives and I end up getting sacked. Let's do what we can. If it's going to make life a bit more difficult, so be it. It's now time for our Premier League debut. Crystal Palace versus newly promoted Leeds. I think this game is going to give us a more accurate representation of where this team stands, what we need to improve and everything. Because, yeah, against Liverpool, we had no chance. Also, Ruben Neves making his debut, man, back in the Premier League. I'm so excited about this transfer. And by the way, keep it out for the best performers, because Player of the Episode is going to be back for this series. And whoever gets voted in gets a Playstyle Plus boost. So yeah, it's going to be pretty big. And now already we're seeing Abde on the charge. On his Premier League debut, manages to get a shot off. Bro, Ruben Neves, he is so freaking good. And the passing as well. Knows when to release the ball. Ismail Assar looking for Mateta. This is what we're waiting for. And Mateta with the finish. The 6'4" man mountain. Oh, but defensively though, and there's Munoz coming in with the challenge. I think we expected too much against Liverpool in the Community Shield because we were just adjusting to a new tactical system. But now it does feel like the players are more tuned to what's happening. We're keeping the ball. Also, I think Ruben Neves is playing a big part. Oh, this is a tough one to deal with. And what a save from Big Dean Henderson. Now, we don't want to let Leeds United get back into this game. Brilliant passing there from, of course, Neves. Now we've got Ismail Assar looking for Mateta. We know his hold-up play is brilliant. Does so well. Eze now to Rek Mitchell, who's made the run, but the shot was not good. We need to see more from Update, though. I was expecting him to be like the next Wilfred Zaha. So far, we've not seen what he's all really about. Oh, but if he gets tackled like that, how is he going to show anything? Oh, we've been opened up here, and this is not looking good. Lacroix does well, but it's Dean Henderson yet again. Bro, we've got a free kick, and guess who's standing over it? Ruben Neves. Literally a free kick specialist. Now, I know this distance might be a bit too much, but this is Ruben Neves we're talking about, and it isn't too much. Just over the crossbar. And we'll absolutely take that, boys. First Premier League game of the season. 3 points in the bag. Yo, Mateta scores and wins us the game, and already the Premier League vultures have surrounded him. Nah, man, we're not selling him. I know this sale would get us towards that board objective, but I really want to have Mateta as our number 9. He's 28. He's got a bit more room to grow. We're rejecting this. Although we do have players like this Ozo kid. I mean, we've got way too many CDMs. I'll cash in on it. 2.8 mil. We'll take it. Also, 3.4 for this this young kid, Esse. I know he's talented, but we've got Ismail Assar there. And also this Raksakia kid. I'm looking at his stats. He's got a lot of pace. Dribbling is there. We might have a wonder kid on our hands. So yeah, sorry, I'm taking the cash here on Esse. And with that, we're actually up to 29.7 million in player sales. Meanwhile, guys, we've got a big test ahead of ourselves. Manchester United in the Premier League. And don't forget, one of our board objectives, 4 Premier League wins against the traditional top 6. Making a statement. And I told you before, Man United is one of the clubs we should be targeting, because I don't think they're as good as like Man City, Liverpool. But of course, I'm not going to be foolish and underestimate Manchester United, especially at Old Trafford. This is going to be a real test. Okay, what formation are Man United playing? I think it's the Amorim way. They are using a 3 at the back system, so I'm kind of getting crowded out in the midfield and everything. This is not going to be easy in that case. And Manchester United have gone through a big save from Dean Henderson, former Man United player, by the way. Man, this Amorim tactics, it's really putting me under a lot of pressure. We are playing out of it, though. I think one tactic we need to use is just going long for Mateta. He can head the ball down, of course, but hey, if Man United defend like that, we won't be able to do anything. Oh, and Rasmus Højlund is broken through, and a big save again from Dino. Ruben Neves is on a really good run, and we might have just caught Man United by surprise. Abde has broken through. He might be able to score this. Big moment in this one. Abde puts it wide. Where's the composure, man? I guess that's why Barca got rid of him.
Are you trying to hurt my feelings? Because if so, you are succeeding.
I need Eze to do something here as he slides this one through for Mateta. No, he took too long to get the shot off. Oh, we've given away a free kick to Manchester United. This is not a good position to be in. I am shamelessly putting a man on the line, and that person might have saved us, or maybe it was the post. I'll tell you what, we are holding our own against Manchester United, but I kind of feel like this is an opportunity for us to try and get the win, as here's Mateta running forward with pace, going for goal from distance, and yeah, remind me to only shoot with him inside the box. Do we have any squad depth to make some super subs or something? Well, not really. None of these players look super. I mean, Nketiah can come on, but I would rather have Mateta up top. Wait, he's running through our entire defense. How did we let that happen? And he's actually scored. Well, now Manchester United have the lead, and we are getting a reality check here at Palace. But you know what? It's still early days. I feel like we can still get a result out of this game. It's Abde here. Oh, brilliant bit of dribbling. That's more like it. And Abde gets his first goal in a Palace shirt. That is exactly why we spent all that money to bring him from Real Betis. Now I'm starting to feel that maybe we can go for the win as Abde keeps going here. Cuts it back for Mateta. That was brilliant bit of play. For a second, I thought it would have been offside, but it isn't. Oh, no. Brilliant ball for Garnacho, and fair enough. Can't even complain, man. That was a ridiculous finish. Well, the board are not going to be happy with this because we couldn't get the win over Man United. But you know what, boys? There were a lot of positives to take from that game. Abde is now proving to be a terrific signing. Besides that, I'm really feeling like this team is coming together nicely. But there's still so much work we've got to do. Figuring out more player sales, maybe seeing if we can make another signing. Don't forget, we haven't even set up our academy yet. We also need to hire coaches. It is a bit overwhelming, but I'm absolutely loving this Palace job. And as I said, this is just the start. The journey will continue now in the next one.